very dark things that I did and other things that happened that weren't the best. But I just remember like how numb I felt as such a young kid. Oh.
So we're gonna look in the first one to like intro it. So I'm gonna be like, hey, I'm here with Elmo or Spencer, but then I'll say your name. Hey guys, so right now I'm here with Spencer, who you may know as Elmo Films.
Elmo Films online. I make YouTube videos. I'm 18 years old and I've just moved to London.
And if you haven't already seen my video with Yaz, I'm basically starting a series where I'm interviewing different YouTubers about pressures, you know, just life behind the camera.
Okay.
So Spencer's here today to be interviewed, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. What was your childhood like? Because you haven't been doing YouTube forever, so.
Up until I was like 10, it was blessed, so blessed. Oh, it's just so deep. Okay, how deep are we getting?
However, you literally can talk about anything you want. Like, you don't have to talk about something if you don't want to.
When I was like 11, my parents divorced.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a nice one, if that makes sense. Didn't see my dad for 2 years. I remember like 10,
Yeah.
like, I'm trying to peek, but like staring at walls and being like, why am I like here? And like questioning like why we go to school to come home, eat and go to sleep.
Yeah.
And I remember I was in that for like 3-4 months.
That's
like,
hard for like an 11-year-old. Would you say that, did you ever like go and see if it was like clinically something?
Yeah, so I had some medication for a bit and I had counselling.
Yeah.
That didn't help.
Yeah, well, I don't know about counselling. Sometimes it helps and sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, because I used to be someone that never really spoke about this. That's why I speak so much on it now.
Yeah. Did you tell your friends at school?
No.
Because I feel like it's more difficult for boys because they're like less understanding. So for me, I'd be like, I could tell my friends. But for boys, I don't know if they'd like laugh at it or you don't know how they're going to react.
Exactly.
So would you say that counselling didn't help you at all?
Oh no, I used to run away.
Yeah.
Literally.
Especially for someone really young as well. I feel like to put them in a room with a stranger, it's difficult for a young person.
100%, and it's like growing up seeing my mum so upset really messed me up a lot. Same with my brother.
Do you have just one brother?
One brother.
How old is he?
22.
So he was a bit older at the time.
So I was 11, I think he was like 16, 17. So having to be like a man of the house at that age was a bit rough. But no, it was interesting.
So what was school like? Were you academic or did you struggle in school because of that?
Yeah, 100%. I had a lot of struggles in school with that. We can't get this camera.
Yeah, you can look at that.
Okay, yes, yeah, I wasn't bad at school. I just have a very low attention span.
Yeah.
So I get distracted easily and get like told off talking all the time.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's why like YouTube was like my thing.
Yeah.
Cause
When did you start YouTube? This is like one of my other questions, but I'm just going now.
You're just gonna go now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just gonna go out there.
I started YouTube when I was 12.
Really?
Yeah. So I used to make videos online about.
You know, I feel like I remember that.
Really?
Or like, were you with your friend or something?
Yeah. Yeah. I've been
You're
doing that.
12? That's so young. That's like younger than my sister. Is that even legal?
Probably not. No. During that like dark time when I was younger, I used to play Xbox all the time.
Yeah.
Sounds weird. No.
That's pretty normal.
And then I started like recording it, and then like.
Oh, so like gaming?
And that's how I started.
Oh. Was it Elmo Films back then as well?
Yeah.
What was your relationship like with your parents before and after? Did it like...
Before. Sounds weird and it's quite deep, but I don't remember my relationship with my parents before all this stuff happened. What I saw is like a happy like family, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then when all this stuff started to kick in, it was very, like, it was gruesome, like very gruesome for a young age, like seeing my mum go through so much weird stuff.
Yeah.
So I think that changed completely like wiped my memory of that. Does that make sense?
Yeah. What's it like now? Do you still see your mum and...
Yeah, so me and my mum are very close. We talk about my dad. I'm close with now.
Oh really?
Very close. He's been amazing, to be fair. I moved on to London and stuff like that.
You might be asking, why did he go for 2 years? You don't have to answer that.
Yeah, things between those two were very rough, and I saw it all firsthand, pretty much. So, growing up seeing that's really changed me. I 100% didn't want to see him for 2 years.
So was it more your decision than his?
More mine and my mum's and like the people around me. He just disappeared for like 2 years.
What made him come back?
I think it was like 2 years after I was just messed up, like really messed up, and I was on the beach like having a tantrum or something like that when I was like 13, 14, and then I was having to go with my mum. My mum brought him down, to the beach. I was like upset. I just started like throwing stuff at him, but that's how I started seeing him again. And then it was weird, but now it's fine.
Would you say your lowest point was?
Whatever, or when I was younger?
Ever.
Okay, younger, definitely like 11 to I was like 12, like I was completely lost. Didn't really know what to do. And there's some very dark times that I remember in that I don't know, like very dark things that I did and other things that happened that weren't the best. But I just remember like how numb I felt as such a young kid.
What was your way of like coping with everything? You said you did YouTube, but did you like... who did you talk to? Did you talk to your brother or your mum?
So my brother and his mates, and like, this is what we're getting on to later, but my brother and his mates used to do music all the time.
Yeah.
So I used to go down every weekend, like help them out, and they were like, a group of them were like my parents in a way, or my dad's. But like hanging out with them so much, I was always with people that were older than me. So that's why a lot of my friends are like older, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, that group within music were the people that like brought me up, if that makes sense, and looked after me.
Do you find that YouTube affects your mental health in like a good or bad way? Because like I know what girls feel about like the pressures and stuff, but I feel like boys don't really talk about it that much. Like, do you think that there's a pressure with like how you look or like being funny and stuff? Like, what would you say the worst thing is?
I feel like there's an expectation for all of us, boys and girls, as you probably as you know. Like, there's a lot of pressure on us to look, act, feel every week, and you don't always feel like that. So it's like I find it super straining, and I'm a very anxious person. I don't show it too much, but when I'm on my own, I'm a different person, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And like growing up around, or like being around like Millie and all the people I live with, they understand that. But
so would you say you're really different off camera? Not in like a bad way, like you're fake, but like...
Yeah.
What would you say the main difference is?
The main difference is not always off camera, it's more like... Because I feel like I do talk about a lot of things on camera.
Yeah, you do it on camera as well.
So like, there's always going to be that side. But there's things that I just wouldn't put on YouTube. I think that's one of them.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't know.
Have you ever had to film when you're like, you've just like gone through something really bad?
Yeah, 100%.
And you just fake it?
I haven't faked.
Have you ever like needed to film something and be like upbeat and you've just been feeling like crap?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, it feels it's peak.
I feel like everyone has.
And I don't like that part of the industry.
Yeah.
Because I think it's giving people that watch us or younger this image that they have to live up to.
Yeah.
And same with Instagram. Like, people...
I think Instagram's worse.
Oh, I hate it so
It's
much.
so bad. But I still post.
Because it's what we do. If we had phones at like 10 or 11, and we were seeing all these like models and like all these people that...
Yeah, I couldn't imagine like how... Because I feel like when I was like my sister's age, I literally didn't care.
Like, I don't know. I remember running around
So
and like,
bad.
doing nothing at that age.
Yeah. So yeah, do you find it affects your mental health in a good or bad way?
Bad, 100%. Makes me very anxious. Like after Sitsi, it was awful. Like after the meet and greet stuff. So I just couldn't talk to anyone. I think it's more.
Is it like social anxiety or?
100%, but it's more social in a way of I feel like I have to be that person.
Yeah. How do you feel everyone judging and having opinions in your life the whole time? Because this is leading on to my next point of relationships, which I feel like
Okay.
no one wants to talk about, but everyone wants to hear. So
Yeah.
have you had 2 girlfriends? Or have you had more? But like 2, how many serious girlfriends have you had?
2, yeah.
Yeah. So the first one you made it kind of public?
Very good.
Yeah. Because I remember watching a cooking video, that's all I remember, but...
Yeah.
And then your second girlfriend, because I have you on like private stuff. That sounds weird. I have you on like, I don't want to expose your private. So I have Spencer on, well, I'm saying like that. So
Basically.
guys, not to brag. I've seen that you had a girlfriend, but you kept it really private, the second girlfriend. Why did you keep it private? Did you think that the first girlfriend, like, do you think making it public changed anything?
Should we talk about it by like first and then second relationship?
Yeah.
The first relationship, I was just like head over heels for her.
Yeah.
It sounds deep, but I was like, and I was like, you know what? I'll post it, whatever. Like my YouTube was like 10, 15k at the time.
Okay. So that was quite long ago.
Actually, no. Yeah, but I was getting up to like 50, 60, 70 at the time. And I was posting like her everywhere. And I was like making videos with her. Because my first like, big relationship, I was like, you know what? I can't see this ever ending.
Yeah.
And so I posted everything. And it got to a point where every time I post a video on my own, people would be like, where is she? Where is she? And I'm like, mate, like, I remember
I didn't
just...
realise you put her in that many videos, I just saw one.
Yeah. But like, she was sound, she's lovely, and things just got a bit out of hand.
In what way? Because of you posting it? You
Um,
don't have to talk about this. Tell me
yeah,
if you
no,
respect
I don't want to shade anything.
Yeah, it's difficult
Here's the
because
tea,
I'm
no.
friends with her and then I'm friends with you, so it's like... Because I've heard 2 sides. Well, they're not really like... I've heard some stuff where... Because she did a video recently and it was about... Something about her using you and how that was a rumour going around. I don't know where that started or... Is that...
Okay, so that was a rumour. When I met her, it sounds bad, but she was a fan of me.
Okay.
And I met her at the meetup that I decided to meet in
I didn't know
Birmingham. I think she was doing music. She had like 2,000-3,000 followers at the time. We were going out for about a year, and things just started to get very sour.
So how long after that was your next relationship? Moving on.
About it sounds bad. No intention was there. Me and the first person in the relationship ended.
Yeah.
And then I went to a festival about a month after. I randomly bumped into someone, never spoke online, never spoke in person. And we just lost and we knew of each other, so we were both trying to find our friends. And from that day on, just kind of got together really for about a year.
So why did you choose to keep that one private? Is it because of the first?
So after the first one, a few things got put out online that made me look very bad.
I haven't seen that, but...
Okay.
Is that what she said, or...?
Yeah, I was accused of cheating
Oh.
because of something I said in a video.
So did your second girlfriend like being kept private, or did she want
Yes. She's a very private person, didn't want to put online, and obviously I respected that, and I didn't want to put her online after what happened in the first one.
Yeah.
Because I think in my instance, relationships publicly online aren't good for me. So
We can move on from this if you want.
yeah, yeah.
Do you like living in London?
Yeah, I love it.
What's it like being in the social planners?
Okay. It's quite a deep one actually.
Really?
100%. I feel like no one really knows about it. Like, So first off, nobody in the industry really likes us, and it's older people.
Older people don't like you.
No, not at all. They look at us as a bunch of kids that aren't PG and aren't doing things the way that brands want us to. But there's a deeper meaning behind that, and I feel like we're all individuals going through something very traumatic in a way.
Like, so you all have stuff going on, like
100%, like real deep stuff. Like,
see, I wouldn't think that of like Millie or Carmi, because they never talk about that.
No, they never talk about it. But just know that everyone in that group is going through something deep.
Oh, and Ben, I forgot about Ben.
Yeah. Oh, I bet.
Always.
But no.
We love you, Ben.
Obviously, there's a lot of controversial stuff that goes on within the group. So if someone's having a scandal or something, we'll all get dragged into it. And it's kind of hard when I'm staying out of it to be so related to this happened or this happened or this person said this, and it's like I never ever support what my friends are saying, or like, not never, but like I won't always, everything they say I'm not there like, yeah, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think we're all just a bunch of teenagers growing up and learning about ourselves on video.
So I know this is suddenly going to get deep again, but you recently talked about in a video about how you lost, I think you talked about him earlier as well, was that him and one of your brother's friends?
Yeah, so
you don't have to talk about anything, just what made you make that video?
Okay, so I lost a friend of mine that was so the whole like brother thing with the music, he was very involved in that, like supporting me when I was younger through all that stuff. So like during Sitsi, I don't know if I saw you that weekend.
Yeah, I saw you in the balcony.
That was when I found out. So
really?
yeah, that was about. But so I couldn't do my meetup that day. So he took his life, along with two other people I grew up with and went to college with. There were three males that weekend. So it was he was 21, 22. Who has a 1-year-old son. Another kid, I think he was 18, that I went to college with.
Yeah.
And another one that was 20. That I'd always like be around, but never like the others I didn't really speak to that much, to be fair. I feel like as a platform that we both have, it's nice that you make these videos. That's why like this series was like, I saw Gaz's one and I was like, mate, you need to do more of these.
Yeah.
Like, and the fact that I made that video was because I had this platform to like speak on things that people aren't speaking about. And yeah.
Because I don't want YouTubers to be just seen as like, I don't want people to like envy their lives, because I know so many YouTubers like Yaz, when I did her, like she's never really talked about any of that before.
No,
and like
at all.
everyone
That
probably
was
thinks
like,
her life is perfect, so.
Music video is out.
It might look like I'm bougie, but I still struggle to pay bills. Expectation of young kids, nobody cares how it feels. I can't wait for the day that I drop cash on my mum's table.
I'm just trying to, the music thing's just expressing myself, do you know what I mean? Like, another way of offloading, I guess.
You've got a new merch coming as well, haven't you?
Well, thank you very much for having me on.
Yeah, thank you so much. I feel like I got to know you better as well, so everyone else definitely got to know you better. I hope you guys enjoyed, and let me know what other YouTubers you'd like me to talk to, and thumbs up. Subscribe to Spencer. Yeah.
Wow, thanks very much. Make sure you,
Thanks
obviously, if you've come to see, thank you so much for the platform, for having to talk about this stuff. And subscribe to Evie as well.
Thanks.
If you're from Love
Bye
That.
guys, thanks.
Peace.
That was the most awkward outro. I was like, thanks, bye.